Hey everyone, I don't know if you can hear me or not. I have started a live. Let us see. Okay, it says it is live here. Maybe we can see it from somewhere. Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, we are live, so hey everyone. I'll just play a bit of the music here. Obviously, I don't know how much you can hear of this thing, but yeah. Okay, there must be a bit of audio. I don't want to increase too much so that you may not be able to listen to my plan. That's why today we are going to learn about writing test cases. So mainly in the code, there are two types of test cases you can write. Two types of testing you can do. One is unit testing, and one is integration testing. Right. So unit testing you can do using test, or the famous one is just React testing library. The new one is vtest, and the integration testing, the famous one are playwright and cypress. So let me tell you what they are first, and then we'll just move this thing somewhere. Okay, what we'll do is we'll just move this somewhere around it. Okay. And yeah, we'll talk about these two types. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry for the sneezing. So we'll talk about those two things: retest and integration test, I guess. So yeah, mainly these two type of tests exist, and yeah, I will see what each kind is. So first let's go to unit test. Our code is basically, let's just say if you are doing a functional programming, so our code will be a part of different blocks or different functions, and combining with all those functions we make a whole product, right? So let's just say this is a input component or button component, right? I'm just giving a front end example. In the backend it can be uh, save to db or delete from db, like that. So these can be the different type of blocks in our code, and what unit testing does is basically we'll make a code for each of the block. So let's just say we have a function called save to db. Now what we'll do is we'll make a test case for this thing. We'll make a test case here. We'll write basically what should happen. So we'll mock the, okay, I'll just delete this block then. What we'll do is we'll mock the call to db. What is mocking a call to db? Basically, if we are making a save to db function, right, and we are saving a real data there, but while testing we don't want to really save data on the database, because it will be a duplicate or something, or redundant data, right, not a real user data. So we don't want to do that, so we'll just mock a call to database. We'll tell the function that it has called the thing, right, and we'll try to check for output or something like that. testing library and just things. These provide a function for mocking function and API calls. Next is mock call. Today we receive the output, check it against hard coded output, etc. Right? And if it is correct, the test is pass, otherwise fail. Right? So let's take an example. Let's just say we have a function called sum which takes two numbers, num1 comma num2, and it returns us as a sum of those two numbers, right? Num1 plus num2. So this is a function, and yeah, this is how it looks. The function is the sum, and this is a block here. So we'll make a sum block here, right? Now we want to write a test for this. What we'll do is we'll say we'll just basically call a sum. We'll make a mock call with sum. We'll just say two numbers, right? Now testing is nothing but for a certain input this should be output, right? So we'll just hard code two numbers here, the sum, and the output of this, in the case of ideal scenario, and if the code is working, the output should be 4, right? So that's what we'll do. We'll just call this thing. We'll check the output of this thing is equal to 4 or not. If it pass, then we'll just say okay, the test case has passed. If it does fail, then we'll do okay, it doesn't pass, the test case fail. Let's just say AI was coding something and it changes to num minus or num divide, whatever it did, and it changed the output for us. So this is where it is important. Testing is important because right now we are writing a code that is heavily modified by code editors and AI. So in order to check if every functionality is working or not, we need to do testing. This is what the unit testing was. Now coming to integration testing. Integration testing is nothing but a full block of this thing. So we have an application here. So yeah, we were at the integration testing, right? So integration is nothing but a full app, fully featured app with every function. Let's just say we are making a form, and this form has two inputs for email and password, and a button with title submit. Now we have made a functionality, we have done a unit testing, the thing is working fine in the backend and front end, but we want to see if the login is happening in the app. So let's just say on API we have checked, we have checked the function, we have checked the API and all, but we haven't integrated whole components to as an app and haven't tested this thing, right? So end flow end to end is working or not, we don't know. So this is where the integration test is coming. We'll just do automation, we'll do browser automation. In the case of above, we will select the element and basically try to add things manually. Okay, that has gone fast, so we'll just do this. Right, and then check by clicking submit button manually. Now when we click the submit button once, it should change to submitting text है ना. So what we are doing is we're just telling that when we click on submit, it should be disabled and change to submit. So that's, we'll check if it is happening or not. If it is happening, then we are good. So if all of the cases are passing, we'll say this is passing as well. Otherwise, some of it is failing, we'll just say it is failing. Simple. And that's it. That is the testing. It's not that hard. In the age of AI, it is relatively simple to write test cases and check. And yeah, what we'll right now do is try to use a test using unit test. I don't know, I'm not much sure on the integration test. We'll see the time permits. Okay, so let's go to, either we can go for jest, or we can go for, I haven't tried by test, so maybe this thing. Let's start it. Okay, so basically, right, nowadays we initiate the projects using Vite, right? Generally for React or TypeScript, JavaScript or TypeScript project. So this is mostly to test on that thing. So it requires a Vite and Node, both things. It has built upon Vite, so that's why it needs Vite. So they have also given a simple example of this thing only. And yeah, I think let's do this one. Well, we'll try to do Vite test. For that, I think we basically will need an Vite. So what we'll do is we'll just try to check this video. Okay, or we can ask ChatGPT maybe. I think we will need, definitely will need. Okay, it says this, how to make what project. Forget it. Vdocs, we'll go to Vdocs and we'll see how to install this thing. We'll always forget this command. So we'll just go to projects, we'll just go to cd space and testing. We have test. Let's make a folder for live streaming, NVIDIA live stream, cd space live stream, NVIDIA testing in cd space testing in this. We'll set up a Vite project. Okay, yes, project name dot, we'll just do a vanilla JSON. Yeah, let's do this thing. Let's go for JavaScript right now. Yeah, okay, I thought it did it choose this name. I thought it will select the whatever folder where I should have pressed the dot instead of enter. Anyway, now we are in this thing. We'll just open this in the code. So yeah, this is the VS Code, and this is the right side. We have some main.js here with some beat logo and all, and we have ignore, so we can just run this thing live, I guess, or maybe using packages as well. Okay, we have npm here as well, so we'll just stop the server. Yeah, what we'll do is npm install, because that's what it told, right? Yeah. Okay, it is run npm run dev. Okay, so yeah, this has started, and this is the main project. Now what we should do is install the vtest. Okay, I don't think we need it. You can close this. It. Now we need to add this thing to, yeah, I'm not sure how will we run this thing. We'll just try. Okay. npm run test. Okay, good. No, we don't want to do anything. We'll make a basically file name sum.js here, and we will just make a function that is sum, and we will just do a bit better, not and right. We'll write this as well. I don't know if we need this, but I will write it. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, so we do need an export, so you can just write export also, and that was also fine, but okay. Now I'll make a file name sum.test.js. Inside here only we can make a different test folder as well, but right now I just want to go with this one only. Inside the source body. Yeah, inside the source. Let's try this one. Now it is importing this thing. It should give us an error. It doesn't give an error because we used it. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's why, because the instance is solved, that's why it is not giving us error. We'll try to run this thing using the same thing. So yeah, as you can see, it will try to look for patterns. So what it does is, it will try to run in all the folders. It will try to look for .test files. So we have .test.js, so it will look for those files. It will not include in this this kind of folders, like non module dist and Cypress. It will not look here, but yeah, under the other parts it will look. So did found our test case, and yeah, let us do one more test for, yeah, so ChatGPT is suggesting this one, so we can do this as well. What happened? Okay, we didn't close this thing. Anyway, so now we have two test cases which are passed. We just make it 5, right? Now it should be failed one. Yeah, so it is saying which one is passing and which one is failing. So add 1 plus 2 equal to 3 is failing, equal to 3 is passing, and the second one, which is add 2 plus 2 equal to 5, which is failing, because this will return as 4 and we are expecting it to be 5. So yeah, this line is failing, and yeah, it says here it is failing, and that one is passing out of 2 and one is failing, and it took this much time. So this is it. We should use VTest for testing this kind of things in real APIs. We'll try to do this thing in the following videos. I want to include test cases in my project, so we will use VTest there most likely. So this is done. I want to see Playwright how works. So today's video will try to keep it short, and yeah, touch with that only. Okay, we can use this thing here. I was not sure that, because it said somewhere is Python, right? So I was not sure if it will Playwright will work in. So I have used the Jest before. I haven't used the Playwright before, so I was not sure if we'll be able to do this thing. So we'll see this one as well. If you have ever tried to scraping and all, so you know that how browser automation works. We try to select the elements from the HTML elements on there. So and then we try to use the JavaScript DOM to perform some actions on that thing, right? So we have some JavaScript libraries here for the this. How to install Playwright? What is installed? Okay, we have to do this thing. I hope they've given some examples. I don't know. Sorry. Okay, we will do this one. For this particular we'll do this one. I don't know. To try to download Chromium and all, I want to use JavaScript for now. We'll do center, and no, we don't want to add what happened. Okay, this skipped something. So install browser can be done through operating system dependencies. No, we don't want to do that. So it does add few things here. As you can see, Playwright config.js, test examples, test folder. And it will take some time to download the browser, which I don't want to be honest. It is 200 MB almost, and my internet is not very fast. Okay, anyway, we'll wait for it to complete. We don't have any option, I guess. What could have done? I don't know. Let's see. I'll just use phone for now. I have to take medicines. That means I'll do. I'll just take a medicine. I'm not sure if we should continue this part. I'm stopping this thing. We'll try to run this one. I don't think this will work, but yeah, let us try to run this thing. It opened Chrome somehow, I don't know why. But yeah, this is the report it does give that all of them has failed because we haven't installed a browser and it is not able to open the browser to test them out. But yeah, this is how you will get. So again, an example test here, and yeah, they wanted to open this website. So this website I want to do, they want to add some item here. So describe new to do should allow me to add to do items and running. Okay, page.get placeholder, they have added the placeholder, what needs to be done. So this is a placeholder they were targeting and accessing this particular element, input element, and then they were filling with to item 0, and then they were pressing enter. So if they enter this thing, okay, sorry, buy some cheese and we'll do this and this enter, so it will add it here. Similarly, yeah, accept it. Okay, they were then testing it out. They're saying okay, we have this thing, they should be existing the title, so tool title ID. So this particular thing will have an ID of tool titles. So yeah, so as you can see, this label is ID of tool title. Okay, now what is that? They are adding the next item and again making sure that those two items exist now. Okay, they are saying whenever the new items added here, test, when pressing enter, it should the text whatever text it was, it should be get cleared, right? So yeah, it is getting cleared here as well. So that is also a good thing. Third, they are checking for the next item should be in the last position or in the first position. They are checking for this done thing. They are also checking for the close thing. Mark all is completed. There must be some, I don't know. And then clear listed item should it work this. So there are many conditions here and they are checking for them. And if one of the passes, it will say pass. If one of them fails, it will say fail. So these are the tests basically, and this is what you will learn to do in the real time. We'll most likely won't work on the playwright and all, but we'll definitely work on v-test. That I would like to do that implemented in my project. So yeah, we'll be looking soon. So today we learn about unit test and integration test, mostly majorly in this part by experimenting, and this part we didn't do completely because we had to download a browser and it was taking too much of time and I'm not well, so I'm probably going to take a sleep this thing. And yeah, also I have not much experience in swimming, and I don't want to go deep into this part. I want to go deep dive into unit testing. This we will I'm not sure if we are going to cover this in soon. If you want that, please paste out in the comments, we'll figure it out. Okay. And yeah, we told you that what unit testing is. Unit testing is basically small blocks that we are testing for, and whenever a combined application we want to test for end-to-end test, we'll just use integration testing. For unit testing tools like Jest or vtest exist, and for integration tests Cypress or Playwright exist, right? So yeah, that's it for today. I guess that I don't think I want to cover everything else. We'll just click this thing. We did this, we did this, and this. Okay, we used vtest and Playwright. Bye bye.